What up, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Fancy Pencil, SoundCloud, SoundClick? It's your boy Tone202 coming at you one more again. It is cold out here. Like the other day, it was just fossil. It was just, it was real nice, but it dropped on us last night. It's cold. I'm in, Columbus, Ohio, so it's cold up in this joint. You know what I'm saying? I got a thermal on and this on. I gotta put something else on. Yo, I want to talk about this Kanye West thing again because people is like all into the Illuminati and Pizzagate. I never even heard of Pizzagate until I saw like what some of these people was talking about, and dude from who's heavily influenced in politics. He owns a pizza company or a pizza parlor, and they have all kind of stuff that and ungodly stuff that they doing in there. And pizza has a whole meaning with aliens and oh man, like I didn't even know. Let me tell y'all something, man. The deep net is something else, man. It's amazing. You find out stuff just arbitrarily because something else happened. Like I had no idea none of this stuff was even out there. I knew about the Illuminati, but the way this is all connected is crazy. And I just want to say, like, I really hope Kanye West is okay. And they probably making a bigger deal out of it than what it is. But Dave Chappelle chimed in. You know what I'm saying? He didn't chime in on that, but when Dave Chappelle was, when he flipped out and went to Africa. He came back because he didn't want that 50 million, and Dave Chappelle was afraid. He's like, nah, man, like they offered him a lot of money, but he said the system is crazy. He was like, why did Mariah Carey flip out? And she worth $100 million. I'm telling you, being rich and famous isn't all that, man. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is, Kanye West was, he came out with his first couple albums. Well, he was running around with Talib Kweli. He was running around with Black Stars, who he's running around with. Him and Kweli and Mos Def, before Mos Def flipped out and went to Africa, and now they kicked him out of Africa. I don't know what's going on there because of his passport. Anyways, but he was running around with them before he even got started. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna have my first, second album, and this is what I'm gonna do on my third. And they was looking at him like, yo, we're the headliners here. Like you're on tour. You're our opening act. Like you talking about your first and third album, he's like, you ain't even got, past first base yet. But Ye was that confident, and you gotta love that about Ye because he literally learned in the basement how to sample and how to mix and all that from one person. He learned all that from this guy who was a DJ. He was doing all the stuff, and Ye just, Ye used to sell knives. You know what I'm saying? He used to be a door-to-door salesman. You know what I'm saying? But he knew his potential, and once he gravitated towards music, that was it. Dropped out of college. His stuff started hitting. And when he made that song "Through the Fire," he sampled that, made "Through the Fire." So Ye was making a lot of his money, through making beats, and of course doing his own thing. They didn't even want Ye to be a rapper. They, when they went to, he's like, yeah, I'm a rapper. They was like, nah, we'll take your beats, but we don't want you to rap. So Ye was like, forget you. I'm gonna go do what I do, and so on and so forth. But the thing about Ye was, remember when Ye came out and said George Bush doesn't like black people? Remember after the whole Katrina thing, he said, I don't like the way people are being portrayed. Chris Rock was on there, and then I forgot who the white dude was, the dude, the $1 million trillion, that dude, he was on there. They was doing that, trying to raise money for Katrina, and Kanye just said whatever's on his mind. Kanye been saying whatever is on his mind. He's been a loudmouth. Like, we all know this. The thing about it is, when Kanye got with Rockefeller, him and Jay-Z was cool, but now Jay don't even like Kanye because he says, I miss the old Kanye. You miss the Kanye where he just went with the program. But Kanye has always been a loose cannon, you know what I'm saying? So once Kanye got, into Rockefeller, he actually saw how the system goes. This is what he's talking about, all that with Beyonce. Yo, listen, the Beehive will come after you. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce has some very strong followers, and they will shut the internet down over some Beyonce. Beyonce is a very musically powerful, influential person. Hope I said that right. But her influence is like it's a lot of influence, and the system knows this. You know what I'm saying? They touted her and put her up there to be this, queen of whatever. But I don't really like hardly anything she comes out with. I say on every album she comes out with, I might have one song that I'm like, that's a cool song. You know what I'm saying? I like that song Upgrade You because it motivates you to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with that. You know what I'm saying? Motivate me. But most of the stuff she sings about, you know, uh, I'm 50 years old. It don't, I don't really feel it. Yeah, I sneeze. Like I said, it's cold out here. Nonetheless, so, this whole Illuminati thing that he is in, Kanye knew what he was getting himself into. It's an oxymoron. You know you ain't gonna be able to run your mouth. Get you want to join the biggest rap star and mogul that there is right now. He's got more money. Listen, Jay-Z got more money than anybody in the rap game right now who's still rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like Dr. Dre, he ain't still rapping. He made his money off of Beats by Dre's. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a millionaire right now. But that's the only person who's coming close to Jay. Jay-Z can still go and rap. He can still go sell out the garden like he did before. You know what I'm saying? So Jay-Z is the most powerful mogul in the game who's still rapping. And he's probably more powerful than Dre because I mean, like I said, Dre made his money off of, headphones and whatnot, and he can still make beats, but he doesn't have as much influence as Jay-Z. I'm just going to step out on a limb and say that. Somebody might disagree. Okay, fine, because, because Dre has, he has 50 Cent and Eminem, but publicly, as a public influence, I'm not really sure of, I don't know. I don't want to talk out the side of my head and get people upset at me. But the point is, Jay-Z is heavy in the game. He's heavy in the Aleister Crowley. He's heavy in the Illuminati game. And Ye decided to speak out on him. Ye was even trying to be careful when he said, don't come from my head. He knows what he's doing. Like they trying to say that he's sick. And then there's a deeper part of this when it comes to the insurance because Kanye has, he has insurance and the insurance still covers Kanye even if he's sick. If he's sick and can't do the concert, his insurance still covering. He still gets paid for concerts he didn't do, even though he's booked for those concerts. So he has insurance. So he didn't lose anything, and everybody who was at the concert got their money back. So the crowd didn't lose anything. They just disappointed, and now it's like, okay, is Kanye faking like he's sick, or is he really sick? Because if he's faking like he's sick, then that nullifies his insurance. But if he's really sick, then then the insurance pays everything and pays him. Like he still makes money. So there's a lot more going on to this whole thing than just Kanye just went on some rants. You know what I'm saying? There's Wadi going rants, and then there's all the other people before him who have lost their lives by speaking out against these people. So I'm just saying, be very careful. I said before that don't be surprised if Kanye lead this earth. I don't want Kanye to lead this earth. Like, I also don't think he's the biggest genius as he thinks he is. He says he's the biggest genius of all time. I'm like, Michael Jackson? Don't ring a bell? Even when you was using Michael Jackson's music? I'm good. That was Michael Jackson's music you was using? You bigger than Michael? Thriller album? No. Anyway, it's your boy Tone 202, man. Stay warm. I'm out.